Let's go back to you mentioned the authoritarian slip. I'd like to know a little bit more about what that means and why is it
Yeah.
dangerous for an organization? What happens when someone falls into that?
Well, it's dangerous just because of what we just said, right? When you slip into that authoritarian role and you become the dictator and you start trying to impose will and control by fear, force, and coercion, we already identified the natural response is rebellion,
Mm-hmm.
right? And people will, the interesting thing is, people will get the job done. For instance, if you threaten people with loss, you're going to lose your job if you don't meet the sales quota.
Right.
We've we've examined a couple of really
Yeah.
high profile cases lately, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're going to go get the job done. And how are they going to do it? By any means possible, right? And we've seen several examples over the last couple of years where major companies, big organizations, global organizations were brought nearly to their knees by this, right? By the scandal,
Mm-hmm.
because people did whatever they could do to achieve
To
that
make
goal
the quota, yeah.
because they were afraid. But we're all susceptible to it. And sometimes it's out of urgency or what we feel to be necessity or fear ourselves.
Yeah.
Gosh, things aren't going well. We need to get this. We need to get the sales up. We need to get the sales primed, right?
Yeah.
And you start acting out of desperation. And then you can slip into that role where you, right? But much better in the long run. It doesn't make things necessarily easier in the short term, right? To pull back and really reassess who you are as a leader. How do we get people on board willingly? A new book of 5 rings that
Yeah.
I just put out.
Yeah.
And the workshop that we do there. That's what we're talking about. Those
Yeah.
tactics, opposition, deflection, leverage, harmony, borrowing, right? That speaks directly to that. How do we get people working with us?